WCIA3 News.
Will the mask mandate remain in place for the holidays? We are hearing directly from the man who makes that call. Plus, the pandemic has caused its share of mental health issues. Which university is actually giving days off because of it?
And a deadly crash is prompting changes, and this sign will play a big role in those.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 6.
Look, Republicans, they don't believe in any of the mitigations. They could not have even gone on the trip to Europe because they couldn't have met any of the specifications that those countries have put in place.
Following his trip to Scotland, Governor Pritzker says the mask mandate will stay in place, reminding people that cases are in fact rising. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm McLeod Hageman. Jennifer has the night off.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Republicans have criticized the governor's use of mandates since the start of the pandemic. But now some of the nation's leading medical experts say mask mandates are no longer the best approach. WCIA3's Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell interviewed the governor one-on-one today. Mark, you pressed him to explain why he's still enforcing a mask mandate at this stage in the pandemic.
That's right, Jess. Pandemic politics has been a big focus of his, and Illinois is just one of 6 states right now in the country to require people to wear a mask indoors, even if they're vaccinated. A lot has changed, though, since that mask mandate went into effect. We've got vaccines, we've got boosters, antiviral medications are advancing, and we have widespread rapid testing to quickly identify who's sick and when. All those new ingredients have led Harvard professor of public health Joseph Allen to say, we have other tools in place, and this is why I don't think mask mandates make sense anymore. Quote, this isn't about whether masks work. Also, Johns Hopkins School of Public Health senior scholar Ramesh Adalja says, for fully vaccinated people, I think there's marginal benefit to mask wearing. We asked Governor Pritzker, does he listen to these experts?
When you're outdoors, you make the choice yourself. But look what that's done for us. We're in the top 20% of states in terms of keeping people healthy now. You know, there are 40 states that are doing worse than we are in terms of hospitalizations and cases and deaths. And so we're trying to keep our people safe.
He also said, look, you can pick and choose one doctor here or there that disagrees, but the vast majority of the medical community believes masks really protect us. To be clear, those medical experts do say that masks slow transmission person to person, and all masks are not created equal. Better masks provide better protection, but with so many states not requiring them, and vaccinations widely available, there are more medical experts now moving away from using state power to mandate those masks. We asked the governor, what metrics will you use to measure when to walk away from the mask mandate? He only offered vague explanations that when hospitalizations and infections are heading down. Right now, they're starting to creep back up. Jessica?
All right, we'll have to wait and see. Mark, thank you so much. The Champaign-Urbana Public Health District agrees with the governor that the mask mandate should stay in place. Champaign is one of many counties that has seen a slight uptick in cases following Halloween. They say that's concerning enough, but hospitalizations staying up through the last dip is the real troubling number.
As you know, majority of the people that are hospitalized are unvaccinated, and they are socializing, they are meeting with people, and so we are seeing the hospitalization still at a steady rate. So in my mind, when those numbers go down, as what the
He pointed to the massive spike in cases last year at this time as a reason for keeping that mandate in place. He does not expect numbers to get that high again because of the vaccine, but he believes the holidays present plenty of opportunities to spread the virus.
Well, it's been a week since counties started vaccinating children between the ages of 5 and 11. At least 3,000 children have been vaccinated right here in Champaign County, 823 in Sangamon County, and Macon County right now sitting at 221 vaccinations. We have a follow-up story from last night. We talked with parents about plans for a vaccine clinic for kids in Champaign. That means changes to schedules right before Thanksgiving and Christmas breaks. WCIA3's Bradley Swank has that story.
It's been less than 2 weeks since Pfizer's COVID vaccine was officially approved for kids between 5 and 11. Now, the Champaign School District has finalized plans to give its students the shots.
That's good to have the vaccine for the kids, because they need it, and we need it.
We're both vaccinated. COVID's hit our family, so hopefully it will help the children as well.
First doses will be given out on November 22nd and 23rd at Bottenfield Elementary. Students won't have to be in school on those days, but they will be given at least 5 hours of independent work. Teachers will be available for virtual hours. Some parents we talked to are looking forward to the extra time with their kids, including one foster family.
The extra 2 days the kids are going to get will be nice, more quality bonding with these two kids. We've only had them for a few months, so.
In a message, the district says it's made these changes to allow for the extra family time and make sure there's enough support for the clinics. But officials acknowledge it won't be ideal for everyone. Superintendent Dr. Sheila Boozer says, "We understand that our plans may pose challenges for some families and appreciate our continued support as we seek to ensure equitable access to these life-saving vaccines for our students." Reporting in Champaign, I'm Bradley Swank, WCIA3, your local news leader.
And transportation will be provided to those clinics. Second doses are set for December 20th and the 21st. To sign up and see what options the district has for families who need help with the schedule changes, you can head to our website right there at WCIA.com.
Officials at Eastern Illinois University say mental health issues have increased on campus, and the pandemic has played a big role in that. So that's why the school is canceling classes next Wednesday and Thursday for Student Mental Health Days. EIU is offering a variety of activities. For a list of those, you can go to WCIA.com.
Well, everyone has been impacted by supply chain issues, but what about those who are wondering where their next meal is coming from?
Also tonight,
we lost 95% of what we had.
3 months ago, a downpour washed through Ford County. The changes Gibson City has seen 90 days later.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I got my introduction. I'm all fired up. I ran out on the court. I'm a little hungry. So we're over here in the Traditions Club, the chef's table over here. We got some good food, and what do we got here? I'm just going to take this plate. Nobody's seeing me, so I think we're good. We're good. Brian, good. Don't show the evidence. Don't show the evidence. Don't show the evidence. Okay, there we go. I got to talk weather. We're going to do that when we come back.